Hello everybody, welcome to Richmond Reader. I am not Emily, as you can probably tell. I'm Doug, and I've been featured in, or will be featuring several of her videos, but welcome to the first segment of Doug Deciphers, where I review the books I have recently read. Today I will be reviewing Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman, the second book in the Arc of the Scythe series. So to begin, I'm going to give a brief summary of the first book in the series, Scythe. Scythe is set in a distant future where an AI called the Thunderhead has eliminated death. Scythe is set in a distant future where an AI called the Thunderhead has eliminated death. Pain is now more of an option than it is an actual sensation because nanites can inject into your body and numbs everything instantly. In this world, you can do anything from jumping in front of a car to drowning, and you can just be revived with no consequences other than the fact that you have to pay a small, sometimes outrageously large medical bill. But your income is also provided to you by the Thunderhead, so you don't actually have to work for it. Working is just if you want nicer things in life, like to pay for jumping off of more buildings. This book follows Citra and Rowan as they are recruited by an elder Scythe Faraday to become his apprentices and train to become the next generation of Scythes. Now, a Scythe's job is to select and kill people. That's what they do. The Thunderhead keeps people alive. It's the Scythe's job to kill people and prevent overpopulation of the world. The Scythes provide permanent death, whereas aforementioned jumping off of a building only renders you dead-ish, and you can be revived. If you are killed by a Scythe, you are dead. No revival, no do-over.
That was good. You used two big words. Credentials. Makes you sound smarter. And the glasses. That's a stereotype.
Rowan and Citra have a one-year apprenticeship with Scythe Faraday, where at the end of it they will be competing for the title of Scythe.
Who will get chosen? Hopefully it's Citra, because team girl. Okay, I don't know yet.
We have to ask you to leave the room.
Why? I should just go to recycle it now.
Good. A wrench is thrown into Faraday's plans when it is revealed that in order to name the next Scythe, one of them will have to kill the other. Thunderhead picks up 1 year after the events of Scythe. During that year, Citra has taken on this role as Scythe Anastasia. She has been continuing her training with Scythe Curie, and she has chosen to give her selected people 1 month to get their affairs in order and to choose their own way of death. That decision does not go over well with the entirety of the Mid-America Scythe, but it does make her a very pivotal figure and very popular among the other junior Scythes. During the same time, Rowan, having killed Goddard, has taken on the role of Scythe Lucifer. Rowan has been going around as Scythe Lucifer to kill other corrupt Scythes and bring order to the Scythedom, as he feels it should be. When it is revealed that there is a plot to assassinate two Scythes, Scythe Curie and Scythe Anastasia, the Thunderhead takes action by placing Grayson, who is a former trainee to be one of the Nimbus agents, undercover as an unsavory in order to stop the plot, because the Thunderhead knows that Scythe Anastasia will be pivotal in changing the world for the better. While all of this is happening, Rowan's best friend Tiger is chosen by Scythe Rand, who is presumed dead, and she begins training him, and he believes that he will become a Scythe the way Rowan could not. It turns out, however, that Tiger is simply being trained and used by Scythe Rand as a replacement body for Scythe Goddard, whose head she has kept hidden and alive somehow. Rowan is captured by Scythe Rand and her accomplices and forced to continue to train Tiger. They spar against each other daily until the point comes where Scythe Goddard's head is put onto Tiger's body, and Rowan just refuses to fight him to give him the satisfaction of winning. While all this is happening, Grayson saves Scythe Curie and Scythe Anastasia from being assassinated by acid being poured over them during a gleaning that Scythe Anastasia is doing during a play of Julius Caesar. As a result of this, Grayson is forced to go into hiding in a Tonus cult nearby, where no one knows who he is, and no one knows where he is. Goddard's revival is announced during a conclave where they are electing the next head Scythe of Mid-America. Xenocrates has been promoted to the position of Grand Slayer in Endora, and so his replacement is being voted on when Goddard barges into the conclave and is nominated. But before the votes can be tallied and someone can be named new head Scythe, Anastasia comes up with a plan to present this case to the Grand Slayers. Her hopes is that they will find Goddard be incapable of continuing his duty as a Scythe because his entire body is tigers and has not actually gone through the Scythe training. Goddard truly believes that he would have won the election and is furious about this delay. While on the floating island of Endora, Rowan escapes Goddard's capture, and the Grand Slayers hear the arguments of both Goddard and of Scythe Curie, who is his opponent in the election. Then the Grand Slayers decide that Goddard is not fit to be a Scythe, considering that his body has not gone through the apprenticeship, and he is disqualified from being in the election for a head Scythe. After being disqualified, Scythe Goddard puts his plan B into action, where he actively sinks Endora for the sole purpose of having the Grand Slayers being eaten alive. Thunderhead ends with Scythe Goddard flying away with Scythe Rand, who has slowly been taking power away from him as she sees fit. It has Citra and Rowan together again, but locked in this airtight chamber as the island slowly sinks. And Madame Curie is forced to self-glean in order to prevent Goddard the satisfaction of winning, of defeating her, and keeping her honor as a Scythe. I really enjoyed this book. I thought that the story and the characters and the world were very interesting. While they can be simplistic at times, the moral dilemmas and the conflict within them is very interesting. The third-person perspective, whether you like that or not, plays well with the fact that the Thunderhead is this all-knowing, omniscient character, and the omniscient narration plays off of that and pairs with that well. I thought the introduction of Grayson was probably the weakest part of the story. While it did help to inform about the Nimbus agents and the Tonus cults, I thought that since he was the last character introduced, we have not really grown with him, we have not really grown attached to him, and so as a result his story was the weakest part of the book. It was still entertaining, but it just wasn't my favorite. I am, however, very interested and intrigued to see what happens in the third book. This book ends on a huge cliffhanger with Goddard escaping, no one knowing what happened in the Grand Slayer's chambers, and all of our main characters either dead or sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Well, this has been Doug Deciphers, where I review books that Emily has not read. Join me next time on this segment for my review of Novice by Taryn Tharu, and I will see you again on this channel, and Emily will be back in the next video, so enjoy that. Until then, see ya!